Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I have started on the active. You are not seeing things. I'm actually running a little late. Well, a couple of minutes, or 1 minute for the stream. But we had a power out today, so I decided rather than redoing it and sitting on the parking space and having to start it all up, we'll just start here. I'll get it going in a second, but I'll leave it like this, just looking around, because, you know, it's a beautiful plane. Make sure everything's working properly here. Going to start with a chat. Hello, everybody. So, yeah, if the stream stops, it's because the power went back out. We've got very strong winds happening at the moment. We've had drizzling rain, or even sometimes heavy rain, for over a week, maybe 2 weeks now, with hardly enough time in between to dry. And I would say the wind is pushed down a tree on the power lines, so we had power out. I've only had the power back on now 51 minutes, so I was expecting not to do this stream at all, but yeah. Michael says, sorry, I'm not able to watch your stream this morning because I am very sick today. Oh mate, rest up, Michael. Thank you very much for jumping in and saying hello though. Have a rest. Maybe you can watch this at another time as well. Please have a fantastic stream. Yeah, thanks, mate. Is MXTH mistake? I don't think it came up on Flight Planner, but I'll take a look in a moment. Hang on, let's have a look. MXTH, no, that's the final one. I couldn't find it on Flight Planner, so for those who have got the Flight Planner one, I think it finishes the one before that. I'll have a look, Colonel Indiana Longnuts, once we get in. Mr. TPHI, hello. Also Colonel Indiana Longnuts, hello. And Visualize, good morning. Jared, getting ready for this flight. Yep. Jake, hello. Some of us will be in fighter jets too fast. You'll have trouble going slow enough, I think. But anyway, Timothy, hello. Gone back to bed. Yeah, Michael, mate, rest up. Blowheat, hello. Have you got fuel? I did load fuel. I don't think that bot works in the first 5 minutes, so give it a couple more minutes. And I've always noticed whenever someone puts a exclamation mark sound file in, it will not start in the first 5 minutes. Alright, I think I've caught up to everybody else. Oh, look at that. Didn't even see you there. Fuel. Controls are, oh yeah, controls are working. Didn't turn off the engines, did I? No, because I had the mixture all the way down, but it's up now. Fuel gauge. That might be an idea. Going to move this out of the way. Yep, that's on 7/10. That's on 7/10. That's on, wow, not much. %, is that right? I thought I put more than that in there. Let me just have a look. Oh no, 92%. Yeah, okay, good. No, we're good. Alright, I am actually going to get a move on. The reason being is I have to also pack up for our holidays. We're going away tomorrow. Alright, so I'm thinking I'm going to get up to, I think it's 9,000 feet is the best. Let's get this microphone right in front of me. You guys can let me know about the sounds.
Ladies and gentlemen, here comes Blowheat.
Grandma Jones, swing by, say hi, and thank you for letting me join you in Dinkum the other day. Hitting the like button, nice. Alright, come on, I need my nose down so I can see where I'm going, please. There we go. Alright, we are rolling and got a decent headwind. LCT's on the runway. Not sure I can pull up before. What were they doing? Airliners there. Oh, we're just over top of it. Wow. What do you find when you don't have safe visualization of stuff in front of you? Alright. Now we need to take a left bank. We'll wait till we actually clear the runway first. Grandma Joan, have a great flight. Thank you. Alright, hang on. I need to press some buttons on that. Let's trim you up and put a like on it and that. And Grandma Joan, thank you. That should actually read that in a second.
Thanks for the dono.
Have a great flight.
There we go. Have a great flight. Thank you. Alright, we need to clear these mountains. Going to take on some... you know, which way do we want to head? That way. Heading. Get onto my flight plan. Altitude hold. Ooh, that was a little bit... Alright, now I want the trim up. Now, where's that again? You hide out of the way for me. I was doing this the other day and it worked, but I need to find it sooner than later. There. Pitch. Yep. More. Come on, 1,000 feet per. Yep, thank you. That's that. Oh, that's a little over. Alright. I've got to make sure I clear these mountains. And we're not quite on the plan I want. We may pick it up in a second. What should we be doing? 170, is it? Alright, let's turn that. Now what are we... Oh, we're doing just under 1,000 feet per minute climb. I've got to make sure I get over these mountains first. Grandma Joan, thank you very much. I'm going to give you one of these as well.
Thank you. Love you. Mwah, love you.
So I won't be on this week, Grandma Joan. I'll be on next week. So 1 week off. ATS is gone? Oh, Michael, mate. It's probably still there, but you got issues with a mod or something, I'm guessing. Alright, I'm doing 160 knots. I'm going to have to run this a couple more degrees on the climb. I have a feeling we're not going to get over this. So let's run that up a little. Oh, you know what? With that, we might do it. 140. It's pretty close. Yeeks. Look at it slowing down. Slowing down. Okay, I might actually need a little less on the climb, otherwise I'll lose too much speed. We're at 135. And I've missed the turn, so just going to bring that around and try and go for that lower point over there. It's going to be pretty touch and go. Oh yeah, we'll be right. It's a little lower than I would want in real life, yeah. Yeah, you need to start climbing better, or this will be a short flight. I know, more power. We're on as much power as this thing can handle at the moment, so I'm just going to actually going to trim it down so I can get more speed. Otherwise, I'm going to be flaps down. Talking about flaps, I have those up, don't I? Yeah. Look at Mr. TPHI sitting above her aircraft there. Nice aircraft though, P-38. Turn for the lower point there, aircraft. Get us back on the flight plan. Alright, we're good there. Now I can actually shove the nose down back to about that 4-degree climb. 4 degree, under 1,000 feet per minute. Awesome. We're going to use half our fuel just getting up the first part, aren't we? Let's monitor some fuel. Yeah, look at that, going down pretty quick. Alright, the next one will be a little bit further, but yeah, played with the new Iowa, come in and fully crashed ATS. There might be a conflict thing, Michael. What you probably need to do is turn off mods, or some mods. Maybe the advertising one, if it's a new DLC map. So Iowa is the map, isn't it? They come out Thursday, I think. I have not bought it yet. But I have gone in and made a new thumbnail for my future. Wait, where's Jared going? Where'd he go? He was there a second. Hey, there's Timothy. What happened to Jared? He just disappeared. He was also going down pretty quickly. I wonder what happened there. Alright, now I think I've done seats in here, yep. Looking out the back corner, other side, that's the door. Looking out to the left. Right, where's Longnuts, Icarus and Mrs. TPHI going? Are they not following the flight plan? Or did they skip the first, or am I way off the flight plan? No, I'm on the flight plan. Okay. First airport being Los Alamadas, MMVW. Now, for the flight planner people, I don't think the last airport loaded in and it refused to find it. So I'm going down to one right here. So you just have to follow me that last leg, which is from Puerto Escondido International. Thought you were in an Electra. Supposed to support the members. What? Electra? What's the Electra? I don't think I've got the Electra. Actually, I'll have that back on. And let me just check the 169. And it's telling me 170. 170. And actually, let's go back over to 170 and get on there. The Electra is another twin prop thing, isn't it? Jake, where's Jake? I don't know where Jake is. There he is. Yep, and Big Hulk's just taking off. Alright, so we're doing a climb. I'm hoping to get... Oh, hang on. I have not done the mixture. Yeah. Oh, you can feel it struggle there. and we're probably getting a bit cold, so we'll close those guys. Just close my cowling. And where is my altitude? 9,000 is what I want to actually sit at, and I am almost there. And let's hold it there. Alright. And then I can try not to blow my engines up by overdoing it. Get the numbers back in the green. Alright, so 160 is my cruise speed. I did put that in the sim. Split tail as well, high tail. Don't know what they're called. Electra, I saw that there was an Electra from Microsoft Flight Sim 2020. Lockheed Electra sim market. Yes. Didn't get it. Aeroplane Heaven. I think some people were like, yeah, it's okay. And that's how I got it. A lot of the Aeroplane Heaven stuff was, yeah, it's okay. It's nothing great. But hey, I got a bunch of those. It does look very nice. Yeah, it's got a high tail on it. It's actually very similar to this. Maybe a little longer as far as the cabin goes. It has 5 windows. This has only got the 3. Yeah, never got around to it. I think I was like, well, I've got this one and I've got the D17 as well. I'm kind of okay with that. I didn't need 2 of almost the same plane, although, you know, it hasn't stopped me before. Alright, now we have just picked up fraction. There we go, in the green. Manifold pressure. Back it off in the green, okay. Fuel is down to, probably go even better there. Just running it leaner and leaner until I'm happy with it. I'll try and listen to it. Oh, now we're pumping hardly any fuel. Awesome. And although look at my speed dropping. Okay, yeah, we actually dropped it back too much. I want to get enough fuel. I think it's around about the 1200, 1100. Why is one higher than the other? Right engine's using less fuel. Do we have a crosswind? Is that why? These should actually be sitting the same. Yeah, alright, I think that's good. I don't know how that highlights blue all the time I move my mouse around. Jake, mate, I don't have the B2, but enjoy. Hey, Bat. How you going, mate? Yeah, hit that like button. Ooh, we can actually open that. We don't want to do that at the moment. Lighting does work. What's that? Free air. Is that outside air? 51? What is that in real temperature? Got to be pretty low. It's a nice plane, this. Let's have a look at the rear of the rear seats. Can we put this out? We can. All right. Then I can put my laptop on that, because you know that's what people do these days. And this side as well. Yep. You know, I'm just going to press all the buttons because I can. The thing is, I don't want to press this one because it is locked, and I don't want to open the window at the moment. But you know, this room is not to be occupied during takeoff and landing. I'm guessing that's the bathroom. Can we go through the wall? No. We can almost. Oh, we can have a sneak peek in there, but there's nobody in there anyway. There is a window for it. Can we look in there and see what's in there? Yeah, we can. Let's go have a sticky beak. There's nobody in there, so it's not like we're intruding. It's a good looking plane, this. Clam jammer. In a Vision Jet. Nice. Okay, well, there's not a lot in that. Oh, can't get the drone to go slow enough. No, it's either up or down. Hey, this is a nice plane. So it works in 2024, but it's not native to 2024. There's Jared. Did you change planes, Jared? No? He's just back. He's in a blue and white one like this. Vision Jet is a good flyer? Yeah, it is. I wouldn't call it GA though. What do you reckon? Is it GA? I think it's business jet? Don't know. Alright, we're almost making... Hey, there's Mutt Dog. He's at our first destination. I'm not going to land there, Mutt Dog. Just letting you know. Took me a lot of effort to get to 9,000. I'm actually going to stay at 9 and head down the coastline at this altitude. So just giving you a heads up if you want to do a quick climb. Actually, I assume you're loaded in on the runway. I have flown this first leg already in this aircraft because I wanted to make sure I knew how to fly it. Get the pitch thing working and heading hold and do my fuel management. So I did do a quick, you know what, I'm just going to get that out of the way. I did do a quick flight in this a week ago when I was just setting it up, and it was awesome because I was flying at night and over that lake and the mountains. There was less cloud. Actually, I got some pictures of it. Hang on, let's have a look. Where would it be? Out of the way. Flight Sim 2024. Also, when I was looking to do the thumbnail, pretty much. Yeah, there we go. This is what it looked like when I was flying. I was like, oh, we use that thumbnail, or I think I used that one as my thumbnail. Yeah. And that's when I was climbing out of the city and doing the banks. Yeah, so I did actually do a flight just to get a bit of a feel for this aircraft, which is absolutely awesome. Alright, pull that back. Alright, how is everybody too, by the way? Now we've settled down into the air. We're almost back on the flight plan there. Tracking 173. 174 is locked. Yeah, that's in order to bring it in line with that. And then on the flight plan, what's the next one? Oh, I don't like how that's written. Let's try this one. 124. Alright, so from MMVW down to MMZO, I guess, or O, no, it'd be 0. 124 degrees. 45 nautical miles. Then we've got a 200 and a 272 nautical mile jaunt. So what we might do is these first couple, we won't land, but we might land at MMZX. Sorry, ZH. Let me just read it properly. MXTH is the final destination, which is another 272 nautical miles, is it? Hang on. No, 190 nautical miles. So essentially, going down the coast, and we end up down here, which is still part of Mexico, for at least another short bit. I looked up. Even though it's got an MXTH, it's still in Mexico, not an MM airport. If that makes sense. Had to restart the plane, had an issue. My dog's like, good to know, I'll launch. Yeah, because I'm at 9, it's going to take a while to climb. But I looked at operational altitude for these things. And obviously to clear those first mountains, had I turned sharper, I don't know why I'm looking that direction. Had I turned sharper and gone over that way more, I may have actually had to get up, I think it was above 7. There's Jared, settled in. I think we've got a couple of people going direct, have we? No, I think they're just playing in the mountains. Who's that way over there? Is that visualize? No. Looks like someone's way over here, but that might actually be another plane at MM63. Doesn't tell me who it is. That's a long way over. Interesting, you actually see them. Hang on, I've only got 2 people there. How's that? Long nuts and visualize. Oh, I lost whoever else was there. There's Icarus. He's popped in on this airport. I'm on the flight plan from YouTube info, but correcting to meet up. The one with the description or the one with the flight planner? Because the flight planner somehow misses out on a whole bunch of airports, but I put the codes in. Alright, 124. Let's run that around to 124. And I'm actually going to turn my heading that way as well. Alright. So now I can actually head down the coast. Mrs. TBHO is already on the coast. The flight planning link. Yeah, it's really annoying, that one. Currently now long nuts flight plans all messed up. Yeah, I think I put a .pln file in as well. That's probably going to be the most accurate one. Using the realism mod, I have to warm the engines for a minute. Oh, nice. Admittedly, I started on active today just because time limits and stuff. I'm already going to have a nice long flight, and we're going away tomorrow, so I've got to do a little bit of packing still. Probably nothing but water out that side. Oh, I've got a clam jammer there. You're on the same one I was on? It must have skipped It must have skipped again that one leg, which is really annoying. I do the flight planner for our Xbox people by putting in all the codes there, but what happens is it goes and automatically deletes them. Like several points that it can't find. It's like, hello? I know it's there because it's in the sim. I used the sim. It's making a suggested route. No, I don't want that. So MMPR, yep, to MMZO. Oh, it actually deleted MMVW completely. Wow. Yeah, way to go. Alright, let me bring the flight planner webpage up. So this is what MMZO is. Okay, so it missed MMVW, which was over here somewhere, I think. Well, let's just check that. Yeah, so it was going directly to this one, I believe. Missed it. That one there. Yeah. So it couldn't find this one, so it just... That's why you were going down there. And if we have a look in comparison, let's go and have a look at that there, and this one here. See how it finishes at MMPS? That's Porto Escondido International. Well, I actually wanted to go to another airport right about there. Right about there. And guess what? It's not on this one, but it's in the sim. So, go figure, hey? It's only a little one, but it's probably closed. But we're going to land there anyway, because it's on the coastline. I don't have to go inland to finish it. There's Jake and his B2. So I don't find Flight Planner to be very accurate to the sim. I mean, I could have gone to MMTG, but it was a lot further inland, which would have taken us off the beach line for those who want to fly the coastline. And I think that's the Mexican border there. I'm guessing this is a river. And then we were in, what is the next country? Is it Venezuela? Actually, don't know. But, yeah, they just don't seem to give you the whole flight plan. I do give a PLN file in the Discord, or did I not put it on? I'm sure I... Well, I usually do. Is it on my Discord in the announcements folder? Let me have a look. Oh, there's a whole bunch of messages. I didn't get them because... Oh, no, I didn't. I totally neglected this one. You lazy sod. Lazy man. I'm a bit late now. I mean, I can put it on there, but yeah, I normally do that. Oh, we're all meeting the same airport now, and then from then on, you just add an extra final destination. It's got a different sound to it. You can hear him coming in, but you can also hear his blades hit differently with Jared coming close. Tell you what, it's quite loud though. Now I'll probably miss some comments. Sorry, let's have a quick look. Oh look, Mr. TPH, I'll do it easy because I just cut and paste it in there, but I can't always get the whole plan. So I'll give you what it comes up with. This King Air 350i still needs a ton of work. Mexican border, drop the packages now. We're over Mexico. This is all Mexico now. I thought this was a professional program. Pfft, mate, visualize. I don't know what you've been watching. I think we'll be fine. We'll use the same one to load the flight plan for us. Hey, quick hello from Gammy Wombat. Hello, mate. I didn't get to come over and say hello to the railroaders. I had a power outage and I actually thought there was going to be no stream at all today. So I was actually trying to log into my system on the phone to potentially cancel the stream, or at least postpone it an hour and see if the power came back on. And then it came on, and I was like, "Yeah, all right, we'll get the stream going again." Is Gammy Wombat still going? Probably is. Let's have a look on the internet. Actually, I could put some music in as well. Scroll down there. He's still going. Okay. All right. What do we got here? It's probably going to be loud. How's that music? I hope it's not too loud. You know, it looks absolutely awesome in formation with a couple of these. Who else is in one of these today? Let's get them all together, I reckon. Awesome. Alright, Mr. Longnuts is landing, I think. Just letting him know that I'm not landing at this airport either. So we'll skip the first two because they're quite close to each other. They weren't a very long flight. And then we'll go to the following one. So there were 63 nautical miles, 45 nautical miles, and then it's a 200. We'll definitely land at the 200. Probably also land at MMPS because a few people will have to redo their flight plan. And then 190 nautical miles. But we'll get plenty of speed here. So ground speed at the moment is 179. Nice. I don't think Gummy Wombat's actually listening. I think he was just coming in to say hello. But 12-year-old playing Railroads Online. I don't know that one. Got those engines warmed up, Muck Dog? And what's this realism mod you're talking about? Discord and see what I've missed. Did I not turn Discord on at all yesterday? Oh, I may not have. Jake's in a Super Hornet now. Okay, well I might actually be able to see him with that. Can't believe I didn't put the flight sim up. That's not like me. Holy schmoly, Colonel India Longnuts, what's with all the fans? Who's got some sort of liquid cooling system? Please tell me that's your PC. Please tell me you've got the one like that. That would be awesome, although you have heat issues, obviously. Awesome. Alright, what's news in the world of flight sims? Oh, hang on. Mr. Hangar Studios has made an announcement. What has he got on? The American Champion Scout. Yes. Let's have some decent updates. Deliveries. Yep. Beta builds are coming soon. Cool. So that's in the Microsoft Flight Sim News channel of my thing, and also work in progress statements. A whole bunch of the tech names are on the marketplace now. Cool. Might have noticed I did a trailer for the Technum P2008 JC. It's the Mark 1 version. I already did one for them too, and the developer's like, any chance? So I have actually popped another one, and it'll be on Sim Market now. Alright. 112. Let's turn to 112. Got a couple of aircraft down there. It's easy, baby. It's obviously a boat. Where'd my dog go? Did I fly past too quickly? Are you still back at the airport? See if I can turn down this sound. I have this sound mixture thing. Alright. Oh, there he is. Wait, did you start back at the beginning? What did you get into? Visualize? Change planes? Beechcraft, King Air 350. Oh, you have no problem catching me in that. I hear a jet. Oh, there it is. I knew I could hear a jet. You see him hanging out the back. Oh, that is not right. Come on. Sobo? Microsoft? Right, he must be 1 degree or 2 degrees more to the right than I am. But you can see he's using the lavatory. That's the let it out the back. That's the one you don't have to flush. Not too far behind. Alright. Oh, there's a bunch of boats down here. And a Mrs. TPHI doing a jaunt. Oh, look at this. There's a nice big yacht. Let's go down and have a look. Say hello. Don't think I'll be able to catch Mrs. TPHI. Hopefully this doesn't crash my plane. Private yacht? Yeah, I'd say so. And another one. These would be where all the Russian oligarchs are hiding their money, right? Probably not. I'm just making it up as I go. Well, that looks like a beach resort. Extra swimming pools, because you know you need swimming pools right next to the ocean, don't you? Cool. Where are we actually? Where are we in the scheme of things? That would be a hospital. No, Marian's okay. Manzanillo. Yeah, Manzanillo. I have no idea. Never heard of it before. Sima Region Naval Base. Right, so plane is to actually land at the next airport. There's a lot of names down there. If we turn that off. Power plant there. Yeah. I'm going to run that music a little low. This coastline, hey? You can almost see the stretch marks on it. Potentially where the continental plates or something have been moving. And is that water down there? Yeah, it definitely looks like it. What does it show up on the map as? Yeah. It's almost like land's raised up there and it just pulls on the land here. Anybody ever been down this way? That last plate is a holiday resort type thing. Let's have a look at the world map and see what we can find out about it. Travel the world with Brett Plays. Alright. Oh, hang on, it's Guatemala next, is it? Yeah, Guatemala. So where's Venezuela? No, Guatemala's after Venezuela, is it? Hang on, Guatemala, Belize, Honduras, Nicaragua, Costa Rica. Venezuela is not coming up on my world map. Why? Does it no longer exist? Oh no, it's down. Venezuela's down in the southern part. Oh wait, Guatemala. Okay, so how much does Mexico own? I only found out the other day that Mexico owned all of Texas, New Mexico, Arizona and California, maybe even Utah for up until the 1800s, 1850 or something, or 18 something or other. I'm like, what? No, so it's Guatemala, Belize, El Salvador. So we only go down through Guatemala, El Salvador, Nicaragua, and Costa Rica, Panama. I don't know why I thought Venezuela was there. That's over the other side of South America. Right, okay. And we are going to... I should shove this on... should shove it on here so you can see what's going on. The Alamo. Oh, I've seen movies, but I don't remember it. Okay, so this is where we're landing in here somewhere. Some airport around this area. But the Mexican border goes down as far as Tapachula. And then up that way. And that way there. So, and Belize is over this side. Not a very big country. Surprised they even... wow, you can see where the borderline is there. Look at that. Farms, no farms. Belize is hardly anything of a country. Holy schmoly. Suppose they don't get swallowed by Guatemala. But yeah. No, I don't know much about the history of Mexico until I watched some video the other day that explained when and what and where, and I was like, wait, what? I didn't even know all that. Tracking 111, supposed to be going 112. It's alright, we're actually following pretty good on the flight line there, slightly right of it. I have to jump off for a while, might be back on later. Still fun to get the Beech 18 for, yeah, it is, isn't it? Alamo is a great attraction and it's free. We used to go quite often when we lived in Texas. Alamo and lunch on the Riverwalk. Nice. I've seen the movie stuff, but that's all. ADF bearing indicator. What should you be on? Don't know. If we put you in the same, should have gone the other way. Wow, there's a lot of volleyball scroll on the mouse to go that way. One, 1, 2. Alright, so we should be heading almost south, yeah. No? East. Wait, what? Are we heading east? Oh yeah, because we're heading down that direction, yeah. Slightly southeast. Jerry's decided to formation fly the other side. Awesome. Mexico achieved independence in 1821. Huh. So the Mexican War of Independence. Now I did see stuff about that. 1810 to 1821. Wow, that's 11 years. Texas declares independence from Mexico in 1836. (1846 to 1848). Mexican and American War results in Mexico ceding of vast territories, including California and New Mexico, to the United States. So when did the US become a country? Or is it not a country, it's just a United States? When did the US form as a country? And then so California and New Mexico were not part of the US until then. Yeah, see, this is not part of my history. We don't know much about this at all. We don't get taught any of this in school. Yeah, when did the USA become an actual country, like declared as a country? And was it declared that before California, New Mexico and Texas were part of the United States? Obviously, or maybe. I don't know. So is that why Texas... There we go. When did Texas become part of the USA? December 29, 1845. When it was admitted as a 28th state. Sorry, what? 28? Don't you have like 50 or 52? So who was that coming in after? Man, I don't know enough about the US to know. So that's why they're trying to still say that they could cede from the United States, supposedly, if they're not happy with what the government's doing. But I think that's always just a hollow threat. Huh. This is all history I didn't know. 17 thinks it was the US became a country. It's on my shirt, so... Yeah, but how much of what is currently now the states were there? So, like, apparently, according to this, it's saying that Texas wasn't included in that, and or New Mexico potentially until like 1845. And so where are you saying? 1776. But somehow Texas was the 28th state. Where'd all the rest of them come from? Did some of them split up? And yeah, I don't know. And I think New Mexico was just a lazy name. (1912). New Mexico became part of the United States as the 47th state in January 6, 1912. I'm sorry, was that not part of the United States before that? And then you guys swallowed Hawaii, I remember that, but I don't think it's one of the things, yeah. No, Mexico was huge, included Texas, Oklahoma, and Colorado when the US was founded. Yeah, okay. So, the US was, and California was still part of New Mexico, wasn't it? Yeah, so... It's not the United States as we know it now. It was just like mostly the East Coast and what, some of the top ones. Don't tell me half of the ones up the top like Montana and Washington and no, it's not. Is it Washington? Yeah, Washington State. Were they all owned by Canada or something? I don't know enough about it. Oh well, there he is, right there. Mrs. TPHI and Icarus are running down the coastline down there. A bit hard to see you with the cloud line now, isn't it? It's territories rather than states. Like Guam. Guam is a territory, isn't it? So they weren't part. So they're not recognised as a state. So they were not given statehood. I guess that's how it works. So when did California become part of the United States? 1850. Oh, well, that was a little bit sooner. Oh, here's a good map. How do I get that map up on the screen? Hang on, we seem to be loading up a web page. I just wanted the map. Alright, go away. How was California acquired by the United States? Well, they went to war. Oregon County. Oh, wow. So Oregon really went much smaller afterwards. And then it goes Washington and, is it Idaho? And the Mexican Cession, 1848, and Texas annexation. Geez, Mexico really lost out, didn't they? They were huge. Wow. Yeah, history. History lessons with Brett Plays. Because he has no clue. Oh, it is raining down there. You reckon I'm going to be high enough to get over these? Yeah, we should be right. Do I have my pitot? Why is that not on? Holy schmoly. We're at 9,000 feet and I didn't have my pitot heat on. Let's hide you as well. Do we have beacons on? Elevator trim? Inoperative. Okay, thanks. Okay, so there's your prop anti-ISO. I'm just going to keep an eye and make sure we don't go through some of these clouds. And if we do, keep an eye on how cold we get. Actually, what's our oil temperature? It's down fairly low, but I do have my cowl flaps closed, so that's good. Have to remember to open them back up when I land this next airport. Hawaii was a 959 simply because of its position in the Pacific. Had to let an eye on Japan and China. So Hawaii was not an official state until 1959, but the US had pretty much taken over there. I do remember, like because I lived in Hawaii for 2 years. I know the Hawaiian flag has history of British, and I think it is Dutch in its flag. And something else I can't remember. So August 21, 959, prior to the annexed as a US territory in 1898. There you go. So it became a territory in 1898. Should become a Republic of Hawaii. And the territory, yeah. Basically just moved in and took over. But, you know, there's a whole history of that going around the world. So, hey, give me one back, mate. 34 months. Welcome and thank you very much. So the flag of Hawaii actually has a Union Jack in it and a bunch of white, red, blue stripes. Yeah, from different controlling countries that were influencing it over the years. Thank you very much, Mr. Gammy Wombat. David, hello. I'm flying from Shoreham to Biggin Hill. I have no idea where that is. I'm guessing it's in the UK. Are you flying there in real life or in the sim? you had to keep an eye on Japan and China. I don't think China was a problem back then. Trade was probably a big deal. Oh wow, we are getting a tailwind, I reckon. Yeah, ground speed of 181. You can see my plane is actually... That's looking directly behind. No, that's directly behind. Never mind. Maybe I moved my... Yeah, no, there's a wind. Yeah, I can see I'm actually getting up moved. I think the 9,000 feet is probably a really good call to get over these. Alright, so we've got 120 nautical miles to our landing place, which we'll go and have a cup of coffee there and then make our way down. So we're just going through history stuff at the moment. Dave, we're good at taking land. Lots of countries have done that. Yeah, it's the UK or Britain that's actually been offloading their land for the last 100 years, deciding not to contest it or give it back to independence, which means then they don't have to control it or anything. Hawaii was a nice place. I think James Cook died there. I went and saw his memorial. There's a little statue thing there saying where he'd... I think he got speared or something by the natives. Yep, Kealalakua Bay, because I lived in Kealalakua, which is up on the higher land, up at about 1,500 feet in the town. And the memorial was down low. Walked down there one time, decided I'm not going to walk down there again, because it was a long time. Cook was, yeah, local people grew hostile, and Cook was among those who killed. The dispute led to violence. Don't piss off the natives. Kamehameha. King Kamehameha. And the House of Kealalakua. Yeah, just reading the history of Hawaii. But we're not doing Hawaii, we're doing Mexico. So let's get back to Mexico. So Gammy's still going. He's too. Bumpy clouds. Mine's actually sitting quite stable there. Where are you at? Did you fly lower? Where's Visualize? He's over there. Oh, you got more hills and mountains slightly left of the flight plan. Actually, where are you flying? You're just flying ahead of me, aren't you? Actually, I've got long nuts there, but I don't have Visualize. Where's your little plane, Visualize? Which one are you? Oh, you're right in front of Jared there. Oh, okay. And look at that, with the one right on my tail. That's right on formation, all right. He's trying to hang out a poop over my my aircraft there. You can just see him. He's like, I'm just gonna Just going to hang this out here. I hope they fix that in the next update. No Mr. TPHI today. Is he a bit busy? Normally I can get a... oh, no, he's on PC now. Never mind. I was going to say I can get an idea of when Beta 3 is going to go official. Sim Update 3. Because he is often the one that tells me what's happening. I need to fix that barrow up. 105 nautical miles. We'll get down and have a cup of coffee at... well, I don't remember the name. Don't know how to pronounce the name. What is IXTAPA? How do you pronounce that? Zappa? Is Zappa? And then it's got a Z. Wow, they've got an X and a Z in their name. Zihu Teneo. That's got to be some person. Surely. Maybe some ancient Incan relative. No idea. No clue where he is at the moment. Says Mr. TPHI. PC Master Race. There, that's it. Those not so worried about when Beta Sim Update 3 comes out, because they can still get it working fine. Although, look, Mrs. TPHI is here. She's having no problem in the Xbox that I know of. Yes, information. I can see you, Jake. Running down that coastline. Good flight, that. I'm just keeping the coastline off to our right. Fully recline aft-facing seats during takeoff and landing. Fully recline them? How do I recline? Can we press these buttons? No. I'm thinking it might mean sit them back up. But it says recline. Well, I had a short history lesson, stuff I did not know. So I visualised that I could transfer out to Hawaii and work and have really thought about it, but the cost of living is insane. Yeah. Pretty much everything is having to be imported. I think there's actually a population now in Hawaii, well, there was even 20 years ago when I was there. Population is getting close to probably actually exceeding what they can actually produce there. So a lot of the stuff is having to be shipped in. Well, that happens with a lot of islands though. But if you want to potentially eat local food that is grown, awesome. Make friends with some local Hawaiian people too. When I say local, I mean traditional native Hawaiian people. Lovely people. Absolutely lovely people. But that's the same when you go to a lot of places. where the locals are the ones to hang out with, as long as you're not imposing everything onto them. You know, most of the places they want to invite you in, and yeah. No, I never did. Currently in Long Nuts. But they do have people at the airports that sell them, and you'd often see the ladies climbing the trees around the island to pick the flowers to then make new layers that they could sell at the airport, or especially at the ports, like the harbour port things for tourists. Yeah, I can't remember what are the name of those white flowers with the yellow. Wow, you can actually buy fake ones. No, I only ever saw real ones. I don't remember the name of the flower now. They had pink ones as well. Yeah. I remember white ones with the yellow. Here we go. Can I click on that one? Oh, this is Adobe stock thing. I remember them looking a lot like that one there. Yeah. That's got pink and yellow white. Yeah, those ones, white ones with the yellow orange in it. Or that. That's it, that one there. I have no idea what they're called. All I know is that the trees grew everywhere. Nope, can't go back any further. There we go. That's what I was looking at. That's what I remember. These things, and they were, I don't know, fishing line or whatever's fed through them. Been twice. Both times I got laid right off the plane. Got the flowers around my neck as well. Yeah. Can I ask, did they get you up to do the a luau where you actually got to dance and do the whole slow moving hands dance? So they try and embarrass people, and they'd probably try and get the ones who have the least amount of hand-eye coordination. Yeah, people like me. It's like, nope, no thank you. But if you're doing the tourist thing, if you go with a group, or you know, some part of some paid holiday experience, yeah, you go that's up. No, not the one where you don't actually have pants. You have a grass skirt. Yeah, some of the best food. Yeah. Is it called a hungy, or is that the New Zealand one? Don't know. Had that in Papua New Guinea too when I was there. They dig a hole and they put in banana leaves, and then they put in rocks that had been sitting in the fire for hours. And they put more banana leaves, and then they put some ferns, and then they put chickens, and then they put pig meat, pig fat I mean, and then they put more banana leaves, and then they put more rocks, and then more rocks, and then ashes, and then more banana leaves, and then dirt over the top of it. And then they come back a couple of hours later, after sitting around having a good old chat and stuff, and dig it all up, and oh wow. All I remember though was probably about 38 degrees in the shade. which is what, 100 and something. 100.4, yeah, in the shade, and probably almost 100% humidity. Oh, that's another thing that hits you when you go to Hawaii, especially when you go to the Big Island. I flew into Kona half a dozen times, and you get off the plane and it just hits you like a wall of humidity. Now when we land, we will need to check the amount of fuel that we have and how we're doing. 404 Titan cargo loaded in a C90 Big Hulk. Cool. Wait, you're in the 404 Titan or a C90 GTX? Is that the same thing? Not sure. Second time I went, we went to one and they had a whole pig cooking in the ground. Yeah. That's awesome too. I don't know if I've done the whole pig, or at least by the time I got there it wasn't the whole pig. That might have been the case. Look at those views, hey? Mexico's certainly not flat. Having known the history, though, of Mexico now and the US, like Texas joining and all those other states joining the United States, I can now understand why it's called the Gulf of Mexico, because originally most of it was Mexico. But I do know that that whole area, oh wow, look at what Google calls it now. Gulf of Mexico, in brackets, Gulf of America. I see, Gulf of America only gets brackets. But I do know that the land that runs here down to the Mexican border is the exact same distance as from that border that runs all the way down to the end of the Mexican. So you've actually got 50% of the shoreline being Mexico and 50% being the US. But, I mean, ultimately Mexico is in America. So is Canada. It's all part of North America. Just not part of the United States. Just give me a moment. I got a cup of coffee delivered. I'll be right back. Alright, my wife turned up with a cup of coffee. So I think when we land, we'll just have a bio break. But all the water is American-made water. Wait, what happened? Michael cannot eat apples. Oh, did you get sick because of the apple slices you had yesterday? Because I remember you saying you had apple slices. You're sitting with Roy eating apple slices. Alright, how far away are we now? 114 nautical miles. I've got a... No, that's the track. 59 nautical miles. I've got a cup of coffee already. I'm going to enjoy that while I can. Get that mouse out of the way. Wow, the clouds cleared up, didn't it? Awesome. We're almost catching up to Mrs. TPHI and Icarus. Anybody else buy the Mitsubishi Zero from Blackbird Simulations? In the far reaches of the future, it'll be the Gulf of Australia. Ha! Anybody watch Sliders? Anybody watch the TV show Sliders? It's, well, how do you explain it? They kind of slid through different realities. Sliders is the American science fiction fantasy television series created. Yep, broadcast 5 seasons. 1995 to 2000. So you'd have to be a little bit older to remember it, but they went between different Earth and parallel universes. That's it. Through a vortex-like wormhole activated by a handheld timer device. So while the technology was intended to return them to their home universe, their premature use of the timer to escape the dangerous situation has caused the timer to lose track of coordinates to their home universe. Yeah, right. So they kept going from one to another. I remember one particular episode where they went in and the major superpower slash dominant country was Australia because, yeah, Chris O'Donnell, yeah, fat kid from Stand By Me, yeah, because Australia had avoided the, I don't know, World War II or whatever, World War I or World War II takeover and collapse and disease or something, and basically out-survived everybody else. So, wow, I have got to get new RAM for my PC. My Google just gave up the ghost. Put that chat back there. Let me just put chat back on. Jerry O'Connell? No, there's a whole bunch of O'Connells. Jerry O'Connell, Charlie O'Connell. Yeah, the main initial cast included Quinn Mallory, as played by Jerry O'Connell, who created sliding technology. John Rhys Davies, Wade Wellies, Sabrina Lloyd also, and Cleveland Derricks. I have no idea who those. A single professor accidentally caught in the first major test of the vortex. Military officer, one doomed alternative Earth. Colin Mallory was Charlie O'Connell. Quinn's lost brother, and second Quinn Mallory was Robert Floyd. Resulting in original Quinn inadvertently merging with the Queen of the world that they slid into. Man, I used to watch that all the time. Do you know what? I've not seen it since, though. But I do remember that one where Australia was, yeah. Yours does it all the time, so it's not my PC. It only seems to do it when I'm doing Flight Sim. When I do that Planet Crafter, even a 7-hour stream where every time I teleported I'd have to recover my character from falling through the earth. Gowan has been educating me on certain sizes of things. Okay. Hello, Gaming Wombat. Have you finished? I was watching to see when you came in and put your milestone, and thank you very much for your ongoing support. No, you're still going. Okay. Let's click on it, but I'm going to have to hit mute. I don't want to hear the sizes of things. I don't know what the size of he's teaching you, but good, you're getting an education. Now, how is Gammy Wombat actually typing in mine while he's still driving a train? Just because I can, Mr. Gammy Wombat, just because I can. And for those who are over there as well, probably like, hey, I can see what you're doing. Problem is I can't hear what he's saying. So yeah. You don't want to know on stream. Yeah, okay. What I want to know is how is Mrs. TPHI flying and typing so much over there, although she's flying a straight line at the moment, so she's not actually down the coastline. That would explain it. It is interesting though what goes into your mind when you remember old TV shows like that. Like Sliders. Hello? I actually remembered it was a Sliders thing. Another broken arrow. Is that like the turn that music down. Is that like a nuclear missile bombs been dropped from aircraft that had an issue? Hello, I'm just talking about an issue. Look at this. We're going to have to get in between this. Actually, no, we're not. We're going to land 37 nautical miles. Having a look on the little iPad I have on my lap. Yes, we're going to land. So, looks like we're going under. I might actually trim this down a little bit. It's at a couple hundred feet per minute. 250 or 300. 450 feet per minute. Almost 500. Yeah, I'll do that. Just got to watch the speed. I might actually drop this back a fraction. Yeah, our right engine's definitely slightly off. Let's get that the same. Oops. Oh, that's pretty close. I just went up. Yeah, not quite the same. Kind of can't get those the same. How did I get off flight there a little bit? Need to get in underneath this cloud, I believe. She's worse than Beetlejuice. You only have to say her name once. I haven't seen the latest movie of that one yet. I'm waiting for it to come to streaming. Alright, we're going to put the sound back up. I want to hear my engine. You are behaving yourself. Yeah, I'm sure you are. Oh, watching my own stream, it's way behind. Yeah, about 5 minutes because we were surfing the internet. Alright, we're going to try and get down. I don't think we're going to get below that. I think we're going to end up... You know what? We're not. We're going to go down below that. So we're just going to drop this down to 1,000 feet per minute descend. Yeah. Watching the speed. Want to keep it under 180. Keep it under 175 if possible. Going to pause that music so I can actually hear the engines. I want to get in below this. MMZH, yes, no, yeah. Are we landing at MMZH. Hang on. Oh, now you're confusing me. MMZH, yeah, MMZH. I don't know where this other 4.1 is. Actually, I don't know which one you're talking about. Where is 4.1? Tell you what though, the approach is from way out here. We're going to have to probably take this a slightly right and approach from in here. Oh, hang on, where's the wind coming from? Zero wind. Alright, we're coming from out of the coast, so I will actually drop that back out that direction. Looks like we're going through the clouds anyway. What's the temperature? It's actually rising. It's quite warm here. Alright. Let's see how we go through these clouds and make sure we don't get any what's the word, frosting. I'm going to run that mixture a little higher as we descend. What are we at? 5,000. $20 nautical miles. Maybe we'll drop out at about 4,500, maybe 3,500. Got to try and get under these clouds so I can actually see where we're going. Also, do I have a landing light? And if so, where are they? Up here, aren't they? No, that's my panels. Don't need those yet, but we're getting close. Don't remember where the landing lights are on this. There they are. Going to put them on early because we're getting down quite low. Alright, I'm going to bring this up a little bit to 500 feet drop. We actually got mostly through the cloud. That was good. Yeah, I think 3,500 might be a good altitude to stop at. I'm just going to take it over a little more to the right and go around the land so I can line up a long approach. I do like these aircraft, they're really nice. Wait, do I have nav? AP mode. This is actually a navigation one. Oh. Does it have GPS? Is that because I got this built in now? I don't know if that'll necessarily control the flight surfaces. Alright, just making our way down to 3,500 now. I'm going to click the out button. Thank you. Got a little bit of cloud, but oh well. Looks pretty cool though. Flying with some weather is actually quite nice. Alright, landing lights are probably on the gear, so you won't see them until they pop out. Got to get some photos while I can. Nice rainbow shot. Oops, I actually paused my video when I clicked on before. There we go. Thank you. Now I can see the stream's actually working. I think Mr. Grumpy's been talking about camels and mooses. And we'll just leave it there. Nice view, even through the cloud. I'll put that one on the Discord. Keep that one for myself. Alright, we're still doing 160 airspeed, and I pulled that back because my mixture is also low. Alright, how are we doing with fuel? Fuel is at 5 out of 10. With some reserve still. So I believe we will have enough to go the whole way. Oil temperature is not gone up. Yeah. Because it got pretty cold up there. Okay, cool. Just look at my temperatures. Got rain. Alright. Are we going to be lining this up out far enough? Probably not. Alright, I am going to AP off my aircraft. Yep, my aircraft. Not sure what we're looking at there. That's my airport, is it? 4.9 nautical miles. I'm actually going to... Wow, it's really bad weather for landing here. Mixture up. Hot pitch up. I want sound up. Ooh, ooh, ooh. See if we can get some gear down. right foot down first. Oh, that would suck if I can only get the one landing gear down. That's what it looks like. Oh, that ought to be fun. If I got a failure, I think I'm going to be doing a touch and go here only, guys. Am I out of hydraulics? Looks like it. Maybe something froze there, and I've only got the one gear, so touch and go it is. Oh no. I have to work out how to manually pump down the other gear when it comes to our final destination. Alright, luckily I already got my coffee. I'm going to get back into the air, so cycle it. Seems a little bit late to do it now. There we go. You're right. All I had to do was cycle it. Good, because I do need a bathroom stop, although we could be on autopilot. Oh, we are going to float. I know it's stalling, I know it's stalling. Just settle down. Well, that was a little bit more exciting than I wanted. Only one landing gear. Alright, we'll have a quick bio for those who need to go get refreshments or go to the little pilot's room. There's Mr. Mud Dog. You know what? I'm going to go and join him down there because I'm looking at that wind, even though it says 0 or came up as 0. Oh, hang on. I need to get out of his way. Long nuts, you look like you're upside down there, mate. Where's my landing lights? I don't even see them. Fuel warning. There's the lack of pressure. My mixture is all the way up, yep. I'm just going to park off the runway here, keep out of the way. Fuel warning, I think, is just because my mixture is currently down here at 89, 86. Okay, temperatures are okay at the moment. Gear is down, that's correct. Fuel is at 50%, and I will confirm that. Through here, fuel's at 60%, even better. Alright, we're going to have a quick bio break. I wonder if the oh, don't put me there, put me near my propeller. Ah, the door doesn't stay open. Oh, that's a shame. No, because it's not native. Okay. Alright. We'll just sit here with the door open. Yeah, there we go. Alright, I'll be back in a moment. Dinner is here, says Colonel Indiana Longnuts. Nice. Alright, just a couple of minutes. Be right back. Alright, time to get back in. Close the door. Take my seat. No, press that. Thank you. Door is shut. Alright. I don't think I put my park brake on there. Yeah, I did. Okay. Alright, we good to go? Take one level of flaps. Don't know if I need them. Going to turn this music off. Hit pause. Pause there, thank you. Alright, I'm going to give this a bit of a run. Alright, redo barrow, we're good. We're rolling. Nose down. Oh my god, there's a crosswind there. What happened there? Oh, it just wants to take off. Oh, yes it does. Alright. Wow, that just goes for it. Love this plane. Look at everybody's getting ready. They're going, wait, what? He's taken off. Oh, it might help to get the gear up. It goes so much faster with the gear up. I'm going to get back to that 9,000 feet mark. Oh, this is a nice aircraft to fly. wonder if we have to go a little bit higher. It can go higher than 9. I just chose not to go over it. So I'm going to get my autopilot on. Altitude hold there. Heading hold there. Your trim is way up. Something's wrong. Something's wrong. Ah, you turned off. Okay. Hold the altitude there. And now I'll take a pitch. Climb of 4 degrees. 4? Yeah, 4 degrees. Just over 500 feet per minute climb. Very good. I will take a heading 105. What should we actually be heading? What was our next heading? 108. Yeah, I'll take 105 and you should be on 108. 105, I might even take 104 to actually get me to cross the line. Ooh, we've got a bit of hills and mountains there. I'd like to get over a lot of this cloud too. Hey, Ridden. G'day. We're actually listening to a lot of engine noise here, so let's turn that down. That'll do. Put that music back on in the background for some mood. So we're flying the D18 down the Mexican Pacific coast. Alright, so I am running temperature. We probably need to close these now. So I'm going to close those. And what's my altitude? 3,000. I'm just going to drop my mixture closer to 1,000. It's at 1,300 still. Go below 1,100. There we go. Alright. And we'll move that down when we get actually up higher. So I believe we are in, barely in the green there. Prop pitch down just a fraction. Okay, we're at 150 knots. That's good for a 500 feet, 600 feet per minute climb. Got to get over these mountains though. I'm going to go back to 9,000. The realism mod was screwing up my autopilot, took it out and much better. Right. There's not been an update for 2024 for this yet though, has there, Mud Dog? I don't believe so. Manifold heat, lift cold. Do I need more manifold heat? Carb mixture is quite low. Anti-ice engine. Well, so the heat's on, so they don't ice up. Okay. Hang on, let's throttle. What's this? This is my propeller. Oh yeah, this is the one I've been running down to keep it in the green. Alright, manifold pressure. Right at the top of the green. I'm happy for that though, because now my airspeed will drop, but you'll see my ground speed probably stays fairly constant. So the higher we go, my airspeed will drop. But we'll probably end up back at about 160 at 9,000 feet airspeed and around the 180 ground speed. But I'm going to get myself over these hills here. I had them on retract landing gear extend. Okay, I actually turned them off, so I came down with no landing lights. Woohoo! It's alright, I came down with one in one gear down too. Which is a nice looking plane, isn't it? Just pop in to leave a like. Thank you very much, Fruden. And thank you, Visualize, for getting me to cycle my landing gear. I mean, it would have been pretty cool to try popping down on just one wheel for a touch and go. I mean, you can't, I don't think you can put down just one wheel as it is. It's either both or none. But that is cool. Oh, not much to see at the moment. Just got to clear these mountains ahead. Talk about not much to see. Oh, the lights already on, were they? Yeah, they are. So all these lights are actually meant to be on. They don't look very on, do they? So that's propeller de-ice. I don't think I need that at the moment. It's 70 something degrees outside, I think. What's my altitude? 6,000. Let's drop that down again. I'm just doing some mixing as I go. Oh, there's a feathering switch. You remember that. You're liking this and your Spitfire at the moment. What's happened with the Spitfire that you like? Has it had an update? Or you're just getting into it? You've had it happen a couple of times, Visualize. Yeah, okay. This is TPHI is running the coastline. We are so going to get some cloud here. Just going to keep an eye on the temperatures. Make sure my props don't freeze up. We're almost at 7,000. I think we should be good. Yeah. There's a fuse for a GPS. Yeah, so wait, can we run a nav? Oh, we can too. Oh my god, there's actually GPS nav on this, so I can actually do it without having to go heading. Sweet. And you should be sitting at 107. And the heading would be at 107, but we're actually on the GPS now, so all I have to do is click that. Aha. Good. Just into them. This and Flying Iron. Yeah. The Flying Iron Spitfire is a lot of fun. It'd be nice to see if they do a 2024 update. I would hope for free too. I keep finding my monitoring of my YouTube studio keeps getting behind. Probably because I keep looking at other web pages. When I come back to it, it's actually quite a long way behind. Oh, look at that sunlight just hitting the top of the clouds there. I think we're going to be in the dark again. It's the problem of flying live time. We'll do our best. might be dark by the time we get there. Hey Ian, good morning. Hope you are well. I am well, yes. Just a reminder though, for those who are watching, if the stream stops, I will jump on my mobile and let you know that the power's gone out again. Like if it is the power. But we did have a power out this morning, which I really thought the stream was not even going to happen. But then hey, it came back on. About 45 to 50 minutes before the stream, so got everything done. Beautiful aircraft this. Mud Dog, mate, what altitude are you sitting at? Looks like it's way up there. Yeah, we had the same. Obviously, I'm close to Devonport. It's actually the east coast that's got severe weather warnings, and the islands. When I look on my app, I thought it would be here, but we obviously had a tree go down, take out the power lines nearby earlier this morning. Which basically meant it went off just as I had hit snooze the first time. You're at 14. Yeah, I may need to climb higher. That might be a good idea. I'm just heading through 9 now, but I am still only doing a 600 feet per minute climb. Yeah. I think getting a little bit higher might be a good idea. I don't know if I need 14 or try 12, but we'll see. I'm doing a 145 knot airspeed, 163 ground speed, so that works. But looking at the clouds, the higher the better. If you hit 11.5, you're back in the sun. Awesome for a few minutes until the sun goes even further. But yeah, I'll probably go for the 12 and see how we're going with the weather. I think these things have a ridiculous height level. Officially, apparently they cruise between 7 and 9 most of the time. But I think it's something around the 26 or 28,000 max altitude. I looked this up before. 26,000 feet as service ceiling. It's an unpressurized aircraft, so it's unlikely to be flown at this maximum altitude for extended periods. Yes. But if you have a look at maximum speed of 225 mile an hour, 196 knots, has a range of 1200 mile at 160 or 140 knots, so, and service ceiling of 26,000. Not necessarily going up that high though. Yeah. But getting over these clouds, and to be honest, there are a few mountains down there that are pushing up the clouds, I believe. But we might make it back up to the sunshine. Visualize is heading for 17.5. Okay. It climbed right up at 1,000 feet per minute. Such a great plane. Yeah, look, I could actually run that a little higher, but I don't think I'll maintain the 140 knots that I'm doing. But again, you're only climbing for that short amount of time. Alright, so we have gone... No, we're just going through 10 now. Oh, we're about to get to that sunshine. A little ray of sunshine. The sun's just going, like, the sun's going behind the horizon almost as quick as I'm climbing. Big Pratt and Whitney radials are bearing the air into some beating the air. Hello, who's that? There's Jared in his F-15. I was so busy reading the chat, I looked over and the plane's buzzing me. It does look nice though with this sunshine. Yeah, I do like the radial engine aircraft. There's something about it. Oh, we got some sunshine. Almost. It's right behind those clouds. What is the price in that plane? Well, you get it for 2020. And then you just put it in your folder. Forums, reviews, flightsim.to. Has it got in a sim market? €10. No, that's a sound set. Ooh, there's a sound set for it. No, not the unofficial market. Where would it be? Is it in the sim? No, I don't think so. I think I bought it separate. Let's have a look on Just Flight and see what they're... Or Contrail. Actually, let's have a look at the Contrail website. So I actually don't know how much it cost. Man, I haven't looked at Contrail for ages. I guess I have to do a quick search, unless somebody else knows. Zero D18s on Contrail. Okay. Ooh, sound set. Is it in the sim? Wait, is this a Microsoft local legend? Buy it in 2020 and get it in both. You just bring it over. I don't know whether you get both. This sunset is fantastic. Yeah, it kind of it raced me down behind the clouds, so I'm still trying to climb here to get the sun, but I'm not. It looks like I'm not going to be able to keep it. Right at the moment, I'm at 14,000. I'm not travelling the 1,000 mile an hour that the sun is over the horizon, so I don't remember where to get this aircraft, whether I got it as a local legend or if I got it as a separate file. Hang on, there's probably a way of looking that up. Let's move that out of the way and go to that folder and look for payware aircraft. And wow, I've got a lot of payware aircraft. I bought this and the D17, but I don't remember where I got them from. The Stagger Wing. So to answer your question, I don't know. I have a feeling I actually bought it in Sim Market. That's why I can't find it. It's not in my separate folder. So yeah, buy it in 2020, get it over in 24. By the looks of it. Yep. Yep, I think that's actually it. Man, I think we're just going to have to lock it in probably at 16,000. We're still not going to get there. Marketplace. It is Marketplace in 2020. I think it's $10 right now, and a lot of the Microsoft Coronado planes are $10. Ooh, there's one other I want. My dog flies it a lot. That Japanese one with the 2 push props, I think. Was it push props? Alright, I'm going to hit the altitude hold right about there. Visualize, mate. He's pooping on my stream. Thank you very much. I can't press on that and go like or anything, but
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Love you. Mwah, love you.
Yep, thank you for pooping on my stream. Yeah, I missed the sunset. I just didn't climb quick enough, so yep, it's gone. Sky looks awesome though. I lost. Wait, did I lose people? Or did Mud Dog actually? Oh, he's overtaking me because I slowed down for my climb, didn't I? No, I might have turned my mixer down too much. Right, I've dropped my throttle back, prop pitch there. Alright, now it's trimmed out 16,000. I'm good, okay. MU2, that's it. Right, yeah, MU2. Over the last few months, I got the Beech 18 Short Sky Van, Cessna 207, and the MU2, all $10 a piece. I might buy the MU2. I kind of like the idea of that one. I bought the Zero the other night, though. And I kind of want the RAM from my computer rather than more aircraft. But, yeah. Look at these hills. The mountains coming out of the clouds there look awesome. But those clouds are actually fairly high. They're about 11,000 feet. I have a feeling those mountains are pretty high too. StupHI, it's free on the website, but I'm sure it's in the marketplace because Legendary Collection doesn't work in 24. Yes, they do. What do you mean the Legendary Collection doesn't work? Oh, no, wait, you've got to buy... Okay, so I've got all the Legendary ones. Let's have a look at this picture again. So I got the Legendary ones, part of the Premium Deluxe. So a lot of the ones that were previously in 2020 came over, were automatically added to the list. Which ones were they? Or was it just the ones that I had bought? It might have been the ones I already bought for 2020 came over. No, they did. Okay, so if you buy the local Legends or the ones that they offer, it automatically came over because see, it's not on this list of extras you get in here above standard. But if you buy the Aviators pack, where was that again? There. Aviator packs includes the 30 payware aircraft, and the 30 payware aircraft were the ones that came over as the local Legends, and they automatically came over. But because I'd already bought half a dozen of or more of the local Legends, I already got them. There's only one more, I think the MU2, that I actually wanted. I have the local Legend ones, but I can't get them enabled. Oh, so do you not have this one in, or do you have this one in 2020? And can you not enable it? See, I went into my library and I was able to enable, well, most of them. You know that cloud we're trying to get over? No. I think they're still on sale. 2 out of the collection pack don't work in 24 from Got Friends, or cause issues, I should say. Got Friends didn't do a local Legends though. The Got Friends ones needed work. They've actually got it on their Discord what they're doing and how much extra work it takes for certain things to actually go to a full native aircraft, which makes sense. But they didn't do the local Legends, if that's what you meant. But yeah, you might not be able to get all of the 2020 aircraft over. I've got a couple that don't. Or don't work well. No, you can't enable the Got Friends pack. No, they've not. They've deliberately done that because they're not very compatible and they do cause issues. But they are releasing fixes and or patching it. But it takes months of work, and that's what I think they put on their Discord recently. I had it working on my Xbox, but it won't on the PC. What PC? You're not on PC. Hang on. Have you got a PC now? Or are you doing it through the hubby's PC? I was thinking of getting the Swedish Bomber one. Yeah, oh, what's that one called? Saab B17, I think. I did look at that one, looked nice too. No, not the local Legends, but they have the collector's pack with most of the aircraft. Yeah. You're on PC. And wait, I can't get my head around that. You're on PC? You're on your own PC? Oh my God. Can't get my head around that. Wait, that didn't take long. That didn't take long. Hubby's only had his PC a week or two, and you're already on your own? Oh my God. That's awesome. I am so sending you links for PC stuff. Does that mean we can get you into Truck Sim after all? I know, Brett's mind's blown. I'm like, just like about to pass out from excitement going, yes, she's on PC. All the free mods and stuff we can get her. Awesome. Yes. Alright, well, look, do what your husband does and just reach out and say, hey, Can you send me a link? I know, so many incoming links. Send me a link to some awesome stuff and I'll do that. Oh, imagine all those free aircraft and everything. Woohoo! Good on you, Mrs. TPHI. I thought maybe you were sitting on your hubby's one because he's not here at the moment. Didn't see him. I thought, oh, no, she's just using the hubby's one. No. Die from bombardment. No. Can't envision a Mrs. TPHI PC without pink flashing LEDs everywhere. Yeah, or pink wrapped. Look, if you haven't got pink, LEDs in it, I'm sure I can find you some links online. But yeah. Previously, like 10 years ago, no, maybe even more, 15 years ago, I used to have two computers. One was an upgrade and one was a hand-me-down. And they have, or had, what were they? They're not LED, they had tube lighting, whatever the little lighting things were, about 1 foot long, 30 centimeters. And I had one was green and one was blue, and they looked like lightsabers, little lightsaber things. So I actually called my computers green and blue. But I also had one later on that was UV, the same length, so everything could glow. Yeah, congratulations, that's right. Graduated to the big class, that's what I reckon it is. Check your Discord. Oh, I do have Discord open. Oh, yes. Nice. Way to go. I like it. Good on you. Big thumbs up. I'm not going to share it. Other people have to do. I have to get the lights pink. Yeah, I wasn't going to say anything. You weren't going to say anything. Were you just going to rock up in some freeware aircraft that we knew you couldn't have on Xbox, and you'd be like, flying this? Wow, look at the lighting in this. Actually, it's good now. As long as my headlamp doesn't come on, I'll be happy. Alright, fuel is at... a bit above reserve, so let's actually have a quick look at it and see what it says here. 49% external tanks. I wonder how we can swap over to those externals and use up that 23. I think they're the reserves. What are the external tanks anyway? Hang on, let's get that map back up. Where are we? In the grand scheme of things, there's those mountains we were going past. They'll probably poke through. Alright, we were going past here. This looks like some big city. You got an airport. Lots of heliports. No actual airport. Is that it there? Acapulco. Oh, we're going past Acapulco. Cool. I actually know that name. And no, I won't be playing Dinkum. Ah, oh, that's another one. Alright, well, Planet Crafter. We'll get you into Planet Crafter. Yeah, good on you. There's a whole bunch of extra stuff you can do. But no, I understand. You probably won't be playing Dinkum. I wouldn't force you to play that awesome game. I won't force you to play anything. But I'll definitely offer. Where's Mr. Mutt Dog? Is he... Oh, right. So he's still down there at 14 and I went up to 16. Look at me flying high. Ground speed 181. That's good. That's about what I wanted. Airspeed now 145. Outside temperature is low. Hello. What's freezing in Fahrenheit? It's 32, isn't it? Well, I'm sitting below 32. I'm sitting at about 29. Alright, so let's just keep an eye on the temperature. Carb mixture temp. That's my line down there at 0. Lift for cold. There we go. Now we've got our carb heat going up. Oil shutter. Where's my oil temperature? Oil is in... It's going... Hang on. It is out of the green. Okay, so let's actually run that. Oh. There we go. Now we're actually all the way up top. Don't know if I necessarily want to do that. It was still within the yellow-green area, so that's actually going hot now. Yeah, that's a little bit hotter. There's no gradient on that one. My mixture, okay. Alright, but I got my carb temperature raised above 0 now. Okay, good. Cow flaps are closed. I could probably actually run that down even more. And that'll bring it up into the operating range. If I go all the way down, is that 70%? About 70.5%, and we're in the yellow there. Good. No Planet Crafter. Ah! Dinkum, I think it's okay, but Crafter is awesome. Yeah, I've been enjoying my Planet Crafter. I am going to go back to Prime and finish the things Garwin was saying. There's the other exits that I haven't done, so I've not completed everything there yet. Timothy's going to 30,000 because you can. Because you can. I'll stick with 16. I'm not going up or down from this. It took a bit, and looking at the time on the stream, I'm going to fly over this next waypoint and head to the final destination. So for those who had the flight plan from Flight Planner, you will need to add one more destination, which is I don't remember now. Let's have a look. MXTH. So I'll put that in chat for you. Can you get that up to date? Yeah, there we go. Thank you. Now I also need to work out how to change my fuel. Whoa, let's start it for a second. Alright, here's the fuel. Left front, left rear has 25 gallons, has 78 gallons. Left rear. Okay, so for balance wise, it would be nice to actually move that. Other way. Oh, let's try to turn it off. You still going? Yep. Yeah, it RPM's mucked up there. Okay, we're good. We're good. Okay. When it didn't move, I didn't like that. Okay. So let's actually run. No. Left rear. Good. When that one runs down fairly low, I'm going to go move back to these guys. Yeah, so we're about the same all the way along. 20. Okay, so I've got a bit more in the front tanks, left and right, than I do in the rear. So I'm going to use up some of the rear, rebalance, make it easier to land too, probably. Oh, I thought I was fogging up there, but I think it's actually the cloud in front of me. Yeah, it is. There's Jared doing his little try and fly as slow as possible in an F-15. Good luck. Too much junk in your trunk. Exactly. Too much in the rear. I like a tight caboose. Essentially. Now, I need a water bottle. What do we got? Empty water bottles? Let's see if I got one in the bar fridge. I'll be back in a second. Actually, it's not even a bar fridge. It's a wine chiller that my brother bought to me on Amazon and sent it to me. I don't drink wine, but it's full of, usually full of water bottles. I only got one left. And for those who have been here long enough, it used to be full of Pepsi cans. That doesn't happen anymore. It's a lonely sky up here. Oh, not so lonely. I'm getting intercepted. So where does the Xbox sit? Does it sit right next to your computer or on the other side? Mr. TPHI, you still got it all in about the same area? Good on you. And all the pink fans looks awesome. I'll have a zoom in. I can see the reflection of a P38 and a flight plan and your instruments. But where's... what are you running? Are you running the same as your hubby? Did you get an exact same system? Nice fish tank case you got there though. I do like those ones. They have the air that sucks in from behind. Mine just has the glass in the front. No, on the side, sorry. And then the front has the 3 fans. It will be beside it. Yeah. Had a bit of a sleep, Michael, mate. Rest up. Take it easy. Look after yourself as well. But take it easy. No clue. Hubby bought it for you? Or you probably just went, you know what? For the missus, it's going to be the same thing. She has a 9070 XT, I think, and Mr. has a 5070. Did you go to 5070? I thought it was a 5080. Private DM, Michael. So if she puts it online, she's welcome to put it if she wants to in my Discord under hardware, PC hardware and software. That's up to you, but I'm not going to share it. Yeah, he has a 5080. Yeah, I thought it was. Is this song repeating? Oh no, it's just going down the list. I've heard this one before. Yeah, good on you. But I like how Colonel Indiana Longnuts yesterday put one to Big Hour with water cooling. Lots of water cooling. How much did you overclock on that thing? I have water cooling in mine too. I think a lot of computers do these days. I don't have water cooling on the GPU. I've done that before and I destroyed an 8800. GDX that cost a pretty penny, because I enlarged the plumbing to I don't know what it was or what size I went. It was in old school sizes. I think I went from a 1/4 to a 1/2 inch diameter plumbing thing, and the bracket obviously leaked a little bit and dripped 1 or 2 drops in the back of my video card below it, because it was shared between the CPU and the GPU, I believe, and that was it. Killed it. So now I buy the sealed system where it's fully in. Although the colours on mine, Mrs. TPHI, are dependent on the temperature in the PC. Actually, I do have some hardware stuff that I could show that. Actually, I don't know where that would be. Now, down here, which one is it? This one? No, let's double click on it. Doesn't want to open. No, there it is there. Oh yeah, this one. So 50 degrees Celsius is green, blue is 70, and red is when it gets to 90. And to be honest, I'm right at the moment sitting somewhere in between here when I process stuff, and then it goes back down. So all my fans, my water block, all changes colour depending on the temperature. Yeah, you can choose. Like, if I get that... Wait, did I just close it? I think I did. If I get that software there, I could make them pink if I wanted to. Just by going, clicking on pink, and see, now when it's cold it'll be pink, but I don't want that. So I want, no, green. Yeah, so green to blue to red. I do notice though it's off. It's in black when it's down low, and I sometimes look at my computer going, oh, I don't know what temperature it is. That's because it's cold, especially in winter. But yeah, Mr. Long Nuts is pretty good with that. There we go. Mr. TPHI has put it. Oh, that actually looks even better than the picture you sent me. Yeah. I think because you turned off the screen and the reflection's gone. Way to go. Even looks like the cables are pink, but I think they might be white cables. You just got lots of pink light. Woohoo. I like it. PC hardware and software on Discord. Yeah, I got you, girl. Yeah. Just took it while flying. Yeah, look at the stars. How dark is that for the stream? Hopefully that's not too bad. So for those who have just rocked up, we're talking about PCs at the moment. Oh, I like the sky. How does that look from in here? Can't see it as much. Well, okay, we need to turn these down. Alright, which one does what? Left panel, dim 80%. 80%. Radios dim 80%. 80%. Let's go out even further. I don't see them dimming enough. There we go. What was that? 20%. Yeah, the darker it gets, the less you need. 100%. Look at that. Probably even go even less. There we go. Which one's the radios? That inside light stuff that makes it harder to see out. But when you know you're just flying a set path, and our fuel is now down at 1 out of 10. It started at, no, 2 out of 10. 2 out of 10. And it started at, so that must be gallons. Yes, okay, so that would be 20 gallons in each, because they started at 25. Okay, so we've used up 5 gallons on the rear already. Yeah, very nice computer, well done. Yeah, it looks a lot tidier than mine, to be honest. Oh, mine just went pink as well. Mine's got stuff on it and everything. I wonder if I can make a picture while we're here. Might be a bit harder in the dark. But, you know what, I'll shove that on Discord in there. If we're going to show off computers, I think Mr. TPHI one looks so much better. Alright, hardware. Where's hardware? There it is. That's how mine looks at the moment. Oh, look, it's actually got a lot of pink in it too. Look at all the cables out the back. Oh my god. That's actually a bit of a reflection there too. It looks actually dusty. Man, I need to wipe it down. It actually does. Oh, no, it's reflections. It looks dusty, but I think it's actually reflections of things coming back. But anyway, that's my excuse and I'm sticking to it. Alright, what have we got? 124 nautical. Wow, we got a long flight here. I wonder if we should land at this next one and call it there. I might do that because of the full-on distance we got here. Yeah, this extra one here is going to take up valuable caravan loading time. So I think that's actually a good idea to go and land and call this one. So for those who are running the flight planner, I think we're going to skip this last airport. So no more MXTH. We'll finish at MMPS. Going to update the flight plan there now. So besides the missing airport MMVW, the flight plan is actually pretty much the same now as the other one. So that's a new flight plan. We're definitely landing at... See, that's why Mrs. TPHI is like, you don't need to do those if you don't want to. But it would help though if I put in a .pln file, so you can actually just download that and go put it straight in. Man, it looks so washed out. Is it because of that radio? Let's have a look. If I turn all those off, yeah, it's because of this screen. Although that looks washed out too. Is there a dimmer on this one? I wonder. I mean, it almost looks foggy in here. It gets so bright. No, let's not muck around with it. I'll muck it up. Well, that looks black and white now. Oh, that light's bright. Hey, there we go. There's some colour. Yes, I was going to give you hints. You know what would have helped with a hint? Where's the .pln file, Brett? How come I can't find the .pln file? Then I would have got it. Hey, there we go. Since we are sending selfies, look at that one. Oh, he's got the little LCD screen on his. Mutt Dog's got the orange tabby mod. Is usually installed while flying. Yes, my brother has that with his gaming too, and he even has a camera on it. He doesn't have one on his face. Look at you, got the little LED lights right at the top as well. Hang on, how do I get back out of that? Yeah, you got the little temperature gauge CPU thing that tells you what it is on the side, and I'm guessing that's the time and date. Yeah, cool. Okay, so you got a fish tank one as well. When I say fish tank, it means it's glass in the front, glass on the side. Where I only have glass on the side and my radiator and stuff is at the front. But mine is narrower than yours. That's what the fish tank does though. They make them actually wider. But it puts all the stuff behind and gives you more room behind. It's actually really good. You haven't tried any of that? Okay. I have tried? I guess you meant I haven't tried. Yeah, nice computer. You can see, obviously on my picture, I've got the Intel Arc down the bottom and the Zotac Gaming, so 3090, and the Intel one is down the bottom. I must admit though, inside the PC, there's only a couple of cables that show up. It may not be the best way of taking a picture. So much reflection. But, you know, I'm happy with that. There's not a lot of... Oh, and that orange light is a supposed suspension bar to hold the 3090 up, but I don't think it necessarily does that very well. No, I haven't tried the flat panes yet. No, that's all right. We'll answer any questions, get you going. Be all good. Oh wow, it is dark. Those lights are really bright. Look at that. Oh my god, I can't sit behind the aircraft now. Oh, it is looking very black and white. Yeah, we're definitely stopping here. It's getting late. I think the lighting being really bright like that is because of a 2020 aircraft. So we've flown over Acapulco. Where are we actually landing? Come to think of it, let's have a look on the maps. Porto, it says Port, Escondido. But what's the city? Is it Escondido? There's a beach there. Nice. So I'm guessing this, because it's got a bit of a harbour, natural harbour, that's why this city was founded. Porto Escondido. There we go. That's actually the name of the city. Okay, so Porto Escondido. Let's put the map away. It is a port town and resort on Mexico's Pacific coast in the state of, oh man, Oaxaca. It's known for many beaches and buzzing nightlife. Town central principal beaches lined in palm trees. Yeah, I can see there's this one here. Big beach. Thatch roof bars. Busy Zacatelia Beach is renowned for its Mexican pipeline surf break. Neighbouring La Punta Beach is smaller waves. Where's the neighbouring beach? Oh wait, is it all along here? Wow, there's beachfront all the way along here. Oh, little fellow here. Resort town, hey? Oh, there's a bunch of boats in there. What do you reckon? Fishing boats? Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised those particular ones might be fishing. Hello, there's more beaches. Sport fishing. Yeah, there we go. And massive beachfront. Look at it all. Alright. Well, that's where we're going. Yeah, very nice computers. Yes. Fancy fancies. Where is the PSU in the new fish tank ones currently in long nuts? Is it behind your motherboard now? Is it out, like, because it is an extra wide, I believe. Is it hiding behind the motherboard? Like I have, excuse me, I have 3 fans at the front that run through a Cooler Master radiator, and I have 2 fans at the top that extract and 1 at the rear. I'll tell you what, whole PC is going pink at the moment. Probably because I've got the heater on in here as well, so we are warming the room up. But trying to put that whole Milky Way thing in sim, I'm guessing it's, wow, look at that. That's a sky and a half, isn't it? That rear light's a little annoying. Oh, my dog's getting ahead of me there. How did you get there? Is that because I trimmed mine all down? We could probably actually descend a little here. One degree down. Alright, 500 feet per minute for the next. Don't know, how low shall we go? There's Jared following the highway down there. I think he is too. Or he landed on the highway, can't tell. Wow, it's bright with that light there. Don't look at the stars very often in the sim, but tell you what, yeah, that's it almost looked like there's some sort of atmosphere up there, but I think that's how they're generating the stars. And then there's that bright light that you won't miss when you come up behind me. No running into me. Put you in the light there. Don't always go sport fishing, but when I do, I prefer Puerto Escondido. So you have been there before? I've never been to Mexico. Closest I've been to Mexico is probably actually flying from Houston to Costa Rica. Come to think of it, that would have gone over the Gulf of Mexico / America. I've been to Phoenix. I've been to LA. I've been to Albuquerque. That's actually nowhere near it. Okay, so Houston. Actually, probably Phoenix is the closest I've ever been to Mexico. Just never got there. And Houston, no, hang on. If I look at this, Costa Rica is the furthest I've been east. Costa Rica, which lines up somewhere around about the, I don't know, Alabama. Hello, Kimmy Wombats just joined. Hello, crew. Alabama, Tennessee, Kentucky, Ohio, Montreal, whatever that longitude is. Longitude? Latitude. Yeah, longitude. Tell you what though, when you call Australia from Costa Rica, there is a delay because it's really on kind of the other side of the world. Ian says, I've also been to LA. Yeah, I did Disneyland once. That was alright. Mutta says, no, I'm saying something similar to the most interesting man in the world. What? What's the most interesting man in the world? Okay, you lost me on that one. How's the flight? Good, yeah, it got a little dark. We're flying live time, and as you can see, how's that for a sky for you? That's what happens when you fly live. Live weather, live flight. We're actually going to finish one airport earlier than I was originally going to do. Also need to keep an eye on this fuel. I've moved over to, oh wow, you can't even see that now. How do I get the cabin lighting up? I don't think it's any one of those. Wow, I didn't think about that. I've swapped over to rear tanks. Is there a cabin light? So nav lights. Wow, that is really, really dark. I think if it's going to be anywhere, it might be over here. There we go. Dome lights. Cabin lighting. Oops. Seatbelt lights. So I got a dome light on, did I? Where's my dome light? Oh wait, yeah, just use these. Never mind. I'm alright. I got these things. No, wait, yeah, there it is there. Alright, so now I can actually swap over to the fronts when I need... Whoa. But we've still got 78 nautical miles to go, and I am currently descending through 13,000. Flying over Mexico. How's your train sim? How is training going? Training. Doesn't sound right. How is the railroad going? There we go. Oh, we did put the cabin lights on. Oops, my head swivels. Alright, hang on. So that was the dome light, was it? Yeah. That's cool. Alright, let's sit back in here and we can look up the cabin. Yeah, there we go. Never ending story. Now, did you start a new path? I haven't actually seen it. Do you get to actually choose like where you go? You actually build it, like run a line, or is it a predetermined map thing? I'm just not sure how that works. There's a little bit too much glare in these 2020 planes in sim, I noticed. It looks like I've got too bright. I did turn those up, didn't I? But it's still too bright. Just like that really light there. Are we landing? Yes, Timothy, at I don't remember the name now. It's Porto Escondido International. So MMPS is now our official flight plan. So rather than following it all the way down to MXTH, which is going to be another hour or more, I'm changing this to be our destination. Right, elevation is 224 feet, medium size, that's good. Weather, 5 knots from 230. How far out are we? Yeah. Fair way out, okay. Hey, your sim? Have a good stream, thank you. Your stream CFI. Welcome, mate. Give me one that says you do build the line, but it is predetermined map builds. Century of Steam, which comes next year, allows you to build wherever and railroads online currently. Right, okay, so you do get to build the line, but it is a predetermined map. Right, okay. I have thought about going back to play my railroad game, but I may not stream, I don't know. But I did actually start Railway Empire. I only did one or two.
Thanks for the dono.
Hello.
What you going to do with all that junk inside that trunk?
You know, let that junk out. Thank you very much, Mr. Colonel Indiana Longnut. Excuse me. Oops. What did I just hit? I bumped my keyboard and it bumped the button. Thank you very much for subscribing, your sim. I bumped a G button on my keyboard reaching for the water bottle, and it actually dropped my propeller mixture all the way down. Well, that was not cool. Gotta watch that. Okay, it's really hard to see this with the light and stuff, but wow, we are definitely flying in the dark here. And the reflection on the windscreen is just ridiculous. Can we, oh, there we go. Let's get one that sits way up front and save that waypoint, viewpoint. So when I need to lean forward, yeah. What about the other side? Do we have one of those? Yeah, that's that one there. Won't let me chat. Rookie move. What? I get drunk off my what? Time for me to get out of my PJs off Sea of Breton or Gammy Wombat, mate. Thanks for coming over and saying g'day. And have a great day. Yeah, get out of your PJs. Alright, so I'm still descending. What am I at? We might stop off at about 10,000 feet. What have we got? 50? No, actually, you know what? I'm going to keep going down. Oh, I hear another aircraft. Yep, there it is, Jared. He's popped in the same aircraft. Nice. There we go. Holy schmoly, look at that star system out there. Welcome, Jared. Up on the overhead, you can turn the lights down. Yeah, I did, but any more and they're off. See that? They're off. What I can't do is I can't turn the radio one off. I can't turn, sorry, the GPS one down. I don't know how to do that without turning it off. I can always turn that on to see what I'm doing here. I don't need that just yet, but when this gets pretty close to 0, I'm going to swap back to the front. So just like Mr. Colonel Indiana Longnuts is saying, I'm getting rid of the junk in my trunk. Ah, left hand FLUOR dimmer. What is a FL? It looks like floor dimmer. So any less and I lose it, yeah. It might be a setting in the GPS. Yeah. I did think about that. But you can see it all. This seems to have some sort of fogginess. I think I see that in 2020 planes. I thought about playing with the menu stuff here to try and work out how to change stuff, but then I'm worried I might muck it up and not be able to find my way there. So for now, I just left it. Okay, the more we go down, the higher my temps are coming up. Drop that fuel flow. Don't know why I had it so high. What's our manifold pressure? There we go. It's gone up. Back it off. We're getting close to 180 there. Knots. Prop pitch down. Fuel flows at 36. Yeah, look how bright they look. It's almost as if I fogged up the interior of my vehicle. Well, yeah, like that too. Yeah, this is why I don't stream at night very often. Yeah, it's a little harder to see. How's it going on the stream? Probably a little bit best to stay in here. Now there's a lot of reflection on the windows. That's just a bit too much. .46 nautical miles, 11,000 feet. That's probably need to descend just a fraction more. Geez, you can't see out very well, can you? Especially with that light there. Oh, that looks pretty cool. Like that one there. What am I supposed to see there? Is it that bright for you there, Jared? My tail light that bright? What if I turn the navs off? If I even know how to do that. Didn't turn the navs off. Flashing. Oh, yeah, it'd make it even more annoying. Oh, it's in the middle for off. Oh, there we go. Let's come in blind, except for the beacon light. Alright, don't mind if I do. I'll put them back in later. Glide slope test button. Yeah, I'm not going to use that. But, let's test. Oh, yeah, I've still got that on, haven't I? Oh, that looks awesome. Alright, we're dropping through... Wait, it was... no, we're down to 7,000. Hang on, what did I calculate there before? Oh, I might have looked at that one and thought 11, I wasn't reading it properly. 7,000 feet. Okay, we don't need to descend that quick. 36 nautical miles. I've also got hills here. Glad I looked at that again. Whoa. No, you can't see those lights? Okay. Red, white, red, white, red, white, rather than a constant. Oh my god, that is so annoying. I can test something. If I put these all the way up, will they come out? Oh my god, yes they do. That looks awesome. I'm going to put those back in. Aha. I've got a beacon underneath as well. Man, it's a disco, this flame. Look at all the lights are flashing away. Sorry if you're watching on stream and going, you're making it really hard to watch. Apologies. Alright, coming down through 6,000 feet. We might just take a little look at our approach line in here. Wind from 230. I would imagine I have to go around and come in from the other end. Somebody's just landed. A couple of people there waiting for me. So I reckon 270 will be our runway to land here. Looks like some people are coming over from the water. That's not a bad idea. How far out are we? Wow. Honestly, I could actually come in from the land here and just bring it in that way. Looks like a flying Christmas a tree. Yeah, it does. Hey, Dave, mate. Won't let me join the server, Brett. What do I do? What server? West USA? What do you mean it won't let you join the server? Won't let you join Microsoft Flight Sim server? There's an issue, is there? I actually don't know about that. So what's happening when you're trying to load in, it won't let you in? Are you trying to fly with us? Is that what you're saying? The reflection is an issue in all planes at night. I thought there was some that you can actually turn down the brightness. But yeah, okay, that's probably just a sim thing. There might be some graphical settings I can change. I'll do some quick adjustments there. RPM and manifold are good. There's my temperatures right smack in the middle. I may need to remember to open those as well. Now that we are 65 degrees Fahrenheit. Still don't know what that is, but I've got a vague idea. I think that's still under 20 Celsius, so $18. Yeah, I thought it was under 20. I can hear another plane there somewhere. Wait, what's that? Wait, hang on, move your head. Rudder trim. Ah, that's where my rudder trim is. Okay. Instrument light master. So if I press that, will it turn everything off? It does, and then puts my headlamp on. No thank you. Don't like that. Let's stop at 5. Shall we? Let's redo the barrow. 5200. Really goes the same way at night. It's worse if it's all glass canopy. Oh yeah. Oh, the reflection stuff, like up there. Yeah. Yeah, deciding not to do changing it from time. This is live time, so I've decided we'll stick with it. If we have to sit inside the cockpit, we will. Alright, I'm going to level out at 5,000 feet as well. Let's just pop it in there. I do hear someone. Yeah, there he is. That's cool. Let's get a screenshot of that one too. That's just keeping an eye out the back window. 65 is pleasant. Yes, I have normally got my heater on overnight in this man cave just to keep the temperature on at what would be just 64 degrees probably, 18 Celsius and 1 bar. Alright, so let's look at our heading. Oh, that is actually difficult to see. Alright, mouse. Lost the mouse. Right, there it is. Alright, I'll have that. And I will run a heading of 090. And how far are we? Yep, alright, so I'm going to take that heading now. So let's go heading. No, I didn't want to keep it. Alright. Alright, so I'm just turning to 090 to be able to run this in. Sorry, Jared. Probably didn't give you enough warning there. To run it in, around, and then down. Rather than coming in out over from the water, it says the wind's coming from 230. I'll take it 270. Hang on. No, wait, it's the other way. We're heading Yeah, yeah. No, that's right. It's coming... Oh, hang on. It's coming from... Okay, now I'm getting myself confused. It's coming from 230. We want to head in from this direction. Duh. So we actually do want to come in from this end, from the water. That would make sense. Into the wind. So it's coming from south. No. Hang on. Get my compass out and ideas. Where's the wind coming from? 230. We're heading south, aren't we? We're heading east, south, southeast. Yeah, so it'll be coming in from behind me. I think I was right in the first place. Let's check the airport again. Two 305 knots. So we want to come in on 27 then, into the wind. I was right. Oh man. Hate it when I doubt myself so often. Alright. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Got that on double speed now. Alright. So yes, we do need to go as it right wing circuit. Alright, we're going to back that off. Come in from the mountains. You're getting buffering? The stream says it's running okay. Hit refresh. You're having issues. I'm going to preempt this though. Alright, that's back to the front tanks. Good, yep, plenty. So we actually would have had enough to go to the next place, but we're not going to at the moment. I don't know which way I'm coming in, if it's right or not. I'm going to land on 2.7. Is it from 2.7? Someone actually correct me here. Should I actually be going into that? It's coming from 230, then it should actually be a headwind that way. Yeah? That makes sense? I think it does. So I should actually be landing towards there. So actually, what runway is that? 23? 13. Zero 09. Hang on, what is it? If the wind's coming from 2.3, I need to be heading into it. Why am I going to go and land on 2.7? That would be flying with it. Yeah, just to pick an end and land. Hey, we're not all in sports cars. Jared's following me. I hear a jet. You on holidays all next week? Yes. Monday to Saturday I'll be away. So tomorrow to Saturday, I'll be back on next Sunday. I'll try and put some pictures of camping in the snow like an idiot on my Discord members only area. Thank you, Michael. Let's bring that around so I can also, what's my altitude? 3.5. Okay, line that up. Get a nice long approach into there. You're going to see your doctor again on Monday. Yeah, so did you have an issue with those apples you were saying? Can't eat apples. Is that because you had you were eating sliced apples yesterday? I think with Roy, you said. I'm going to take mixture all the way. Prop pitch can actually run that down. Bring it into the north. Going to attempt to drop some gear from here. Wait, autopilot, I want it off. Hang on, what are you? Off. Yep, thank you. Need to slow it down. And we got too high. I reckon I can bring that in. Sure, Mr. TBHI is like, yes, you can. Hurry up. Alright, we've got two gear down. Where's my lights? I don't know if I have lights for those. Supposed to put them in your mouth. What? Thank you very much, Big Al, mate. It's hanging out with the missus. We'll go up into the mountains. I think she gave a picture that I can put online. Alright, let's take some flaps here as well. Don't drop out of the sky just yet. Is that 4 white, you're alright? Or is it 4 white too high? Flyby. There's the bouncing. Alright, just settle down on that gear, thank you. Alright, yep. Yes, I know. I know what I forgot to do too. Couple of bounces. I forgot to put this on. Oh no, we are on retract. Oh, you don't come down with the, oh, we need to extend. There we go. Actually did alright. I ignore the lights, they can't tell me what to do. You can do it, you can do it. I need that sound file from the Waterboy. You can do it. And then I need one that when I don't do it, we suck again. Ah, he's next to me on the taxi line. That'd be a good place to be, wouldn't it? Fancy that, actually running up and down a taxi line. Not on the active runway. Got no taxi lights though. Why is that? Let's put these on steady. No, it's not there. It was over here somewhere. Put the interior dome lights on for people. Wow, that jet is really loud. Alright, where we've got to sit, to park. Where's the entryway there? There it is. Long taxi back. It looks foggy everywhere actually. That might be why everything is even more than usual. Smoky looking. Who are you guys? Are you guys on the grass or on a taxiway? Oh, taxiway. Alright, let's go and park over there then. Look at those people just sitting up in... Oh, it's the P38s they're sitting up in front of them. My dog's out and he's going to walk in the way. He's like, run me over if you can. It's a shame that my taxi lights don't show in front. Oh, they're bright there. Yeah, that's actually pretty bright too. Yes, the grass. Alright, well there's room in between. Let's put those out before I Alright, actually feather button turned it right off. Cool. What do we need to do to turn all of this off now? How about a bit of that? Yeah, that one. That one doesn't want to go off, does it? All off, thank you. Let's Walk down to the back of the plane and get ourselves out of here. Oh, somebody's still got their lights on. Look at these guys. Holy schmoly. Can't see past that one. Wow. Alright, I think what we do is we make it daylight. Because someone's jet engine is still running. Oh, I can't do it while I'm outside. Okay, so give me a second. Daylight come and we want to shield my eyes. Let's at least make it almost sunset. There we go. Alright, get in the picture. Actually, I don't mind flying that one. That was actually really good. We'll have to take the D17 stagger wing out for a flight sometime too. There's still a bunch of aircraft we can use, which is pretty cool. So get them while they're standing forward before they start teabagging. Who are we missing? Colonel Indiana Longnuts is missing. Have you already gone, Mr. Longnuts? Yeah, must have jumped out. Or is flying on to the next one. I don't know. I can't see you. But thank you everybody for coming along. Hang on, is my dog get in the photo? Well, now. Alright. Just make sure I get everybody in there. I'm there in spirit. Oh, in spirit. Yeah, okay. Pop our music back on. I actually enjoyed this aircraft. Getting into the dark is a little bit, you know, bright inside the cockpit, but admittedly, if you haven't got this and you're looking for something awesome like this, it's really good plane. 2020 native, 2024 compatible. I'll add myself later. Alright, I'm sure you will. But I am actually going to finish there. And we'll jump into a fly away scene, and I'm going to actually go, pretty much have to go straight away and finish packing. So thank you very much. You know what, let's get a photo of everybody first, this way with all the aircraft. Big Hulk. Is Big Hulk in a ATR? No, Big Hulk's in a invisible twin-seater by himself over here as a captain, and captain in... yeah, I don't know what's going on there. I really don't know what's going on there. Alright, I'm going to finish here. Thank you everybody. Have a great week. I will jump onto Discord occasionally, so you may see me there. But, yeah. Thanks, everyone. Catch you later. Oh, there goes his car. Look at all the parts.
Look at the little fuel spitting out. Ready? Oh yeah, baby.
If you guys want to go past me, you're more than welcome. I've only got a 750 horsepower motor.
Only, that's still pretty good.
If we can harness the massive power of television,
We could brainwash the whole country.